My name is David Dunbar, or the theme park evangelist, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about why I personally love Easter so much. And the reason why I'm even talking about it in the first place is because Easter is literally this Sunday, and tomorrow is Good Friday. Today is Thursday, April the 13th, 2017. So, what not a better day to talk about it. Tomorrow is also the day that Fast of the Furious 8 or Fate of the Furious comes out, as they decided to call it, or you can call it Fast 8, whatever. So that comes out tomorrow, and I'm going to go watch it after church because, church always comes before pleasure. And I can't wait to do a movie review on that tomorrow night. Or Saturday, whatever, because I'll try Saturday. It doesn't really matter to me, because I get to sleep in on Saturday morning anyway for once. Anyway, so Easter, a lot of people have different views on it. Easter is a day to celebrate time with your families. Easter is a day to spend time with loved ones, friends, whatever. Easter is a day to go put out Easter eggs throughout your backyard and see if the kids can find them and hide them with all kinds of candy. Don't put chocolate in it though, because chocolate will melt in this hot sun, especially here in Florida. Unless, of course, you live in a cooler climate, then I guess it doesn't matter. Easter is a day to make ham and all that other good stuff. I'm not exactly sure what you all make on Easter, because I can't speak for everybody. I know ham is a staple in my house for Easter. I don't even know why it said y'all. I meant you all. I'm not that southern. I'm more of a northern boy than anything. Even though I have a little bit of southern in me. Anyway, so Easter has more than one meaning to everybody. But as a Christian young man who's 23, this is what Easter means to me. Easter is the time of the year when I remember God's death, burial, and resurrection. That's why Easter is celebrated during spring, the season of spring, because it's the time of renewal. And God's death, burial, and resurrection is actually a perfect example of that, and which is why I think that fall, winter, and spring is so cool, because you got fall, all the flowers start to, die off, or a lot of the plants start to die off, grass, because there's no weather that's sustainable for them, and the rain is starting to go away. Then you got winter. That's the burial, so to speak, especially up north, because it's all being buried by the snow. And then you got spring. The sun comes back out, the rain starts to come back, the weather starts to change, so plant life is inevitable again, or whatever. So there is your another way of looking at it. But looking at it from a Christian's perspective, you got Good Friday. That was the day that Jesus Christ was in the Garden of Gethsemane, out in the Middle East. He was praying to God the Father, and he was like, "Please take this cup away from me." Like, he knew he had to do this. He didn't want to, but he knew he had to. And at the same time, he kind of did want to, because he wanted to take away that how should I put this, separation between man and God, because of the time you had to make a sacrifice in order to be in God's presence. So in a way, God wanted to do this, or Jesus Christ wanted to do this. At the same time, he didn't, because he didn't want to go through the torture. He didn't want to go, and I don't mean like physical, like I'm being stabbed. He meant the emotional torture. Ironically, the physical torture didn't bother him that much. What bothered him was when all the sin of the world from past, present, and future was all on him. That is what hurt him the most. And I know it's hard to believe because he knows he's being whipped 40 times, or he was whipped 40 times at one point, right before he was dragged off to get executed. I know it's hard to believe because he was spat upon and mocked, and he had to drag a cross, and crosses are not light whatsoever. He had to do all that physical torture, and yet that didn't bother him that much. What bothered him was just seeing the wickedness of the world, and also the fact that it was on top of him at the same time. And he's thinking, I'm dying for these people. Like, I can't believe this. This is crazy. And it was like the 11 hours. Like, it had to be close to like 5 in the evening, 6 in the evening, because we're going by 24-hour standard time. And that's when Jesus Christ just gave up his spirit. Because Jesus Christ actually did die on the cross, even though a lot of scholars say that he passed out. He did not. And that people stole away his body from the tomb. That is not true. Jesus Christ literally gave up his spirit on that cross. And they even checked it themselves, and blood and water was coming out. There was nothing left. Even the Roman soldier knew that he was surely the Son of God. And they put him in the tomb that that rich man had prepared for Jesus Christ. And he was buried for an entire day. And it was like 4 or 5 in the morning on Easter Sunday when God the Father said, or Jesus Christ said, that's it, I'm ready to get up. And the angel came down from heaven and rolled away the stone. Jesus Christ got up on his own, walked out, and just walked away. And the soldiers saw this, but because they were so shocked, they more than likely died of fright. Because it's just not every day you just see a man just wake up from the dead and just walk away. And that's why they weren't around to tell the tale, because they died. So that's the whole point of Easter, to remember a man that died on the cross for our sins so that we can live in eternity with him. Now, of course, we have to make that choice. That's why I have my video called My Testimony, when I talked about my life-changing experience, how I admitted to God that I was a sinner. I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and I confess my faith, sins, my faith in Jesus. I did all those steps. And once you do that, and you mean it, you are a Christian. But that doesn't mean it's game over. You're good to go. You're good to go to heaven. You still have to go out and preach the gospel to everybody else. Like, yes, you are guaranteed a spot in heaven once you become a Christian, but God now expects you to go out into the world and spread the gospel. And for a lot of people, that's difficult because people don't like responsibility. People, like, when you go to your job, you're like, oh, I have to be here, so you just do your job, you go home, and like, okay, now I can go get drunk, I can go get high, I can go have sex with hundreds of women. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that this is what people do. This is not what the average American does. But I'm saying that a typical person would probably think that. Probably doesn't mean for sure. And what does that have to do with what I'm talking about? What it has to do with is people don't like responsibility in the discussion. And God has responsibility put on us for a reason, so that he knows whether we truly love him or not. I'll be up early on Easter Sunday around the same time that Jesus Christ rose from the dead about 2,000 years ago, 2017 years ago. I'm going off to Bach Tower to help wipe chairs and greet people as they make their way to the Easter sunrise service that the Presbyterian Church of Lake Wales is hosting. The pastor usually comes over every single year for who knows how long they've been doing this for. It's a free service that Bach Tower likes to do, and you're more than welcome to hang around the area after the service is over, and they provide a breakfast for everybody on a. I mean, it costs extra money for guests. It's like $10 or something, but it's a really nice experience. And if you don't feel like driving all the way up to Orlando for SeaWorlds, because ZD.3 puts that one on, you can go out here. Like, it just depends on where you live. I go over here because it's close, and it's also like super close to my home. Actually, Friday, if you guys are interested, I'm thinking about doing a tour of Lake Wales. Eventually, I'm gonna have TJ and I give you a tour of the new Legoland Hotel. I don't know when that's gonna happen. I, but I want to do it eventually. And Friday, if you guys are interested, I'm gonna give you guys a full tour of downtown Lake Wales, because I live in the downtown Lake Wales area. I'm not gonna give you more National Geographic positions than that. My video will start on Burns Avenue, the road I live off of. I will say that much, but other than that, I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm gonna take you all the way down to the library. I'm gonna show you all the different shops. I'm gonna show you the care center, the Lake Wales Care Center. So I hope you guys are interested in watching that on Friday, because this video will be uploaded later to YouTube, probably tonight or something like that. Anyways, I gotta go get some stuff done, so I will see you on Friday. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day.